welcome. This is your weekly Galactic Vibrational Forecast with myself, Jeanne Crescenzo. And if you've never connected with my videos before, this is a forecast that comes from the support of our spiritual cosmic family as well as the Galactic Akasha. And that is a part of the Akashic records as well as above and beyond that of Earth. And so we are moving in this week to a massive amount of healing. And so healing is coming in this week and offering us a little bit of restructuring in our lives. And this healing is actually coming through, again, in our personal relationship area as well as ourselves. We are being asked to take the energy that would normally we would use in distractions or find ourselves distracted by, and sublimate that energy into a higher purpose or higher calling this week. So if you find yourself not being as drawn to the normal distractions or finding that the normal distractions hold nothing for you, well, that's because we're supposed to be working on a completely different level this week and just honoring that higher purpose if we feel called towards doing that. So this is also a week of rest as well. So we are being healed on multiple levels. As I've said before in previous videos, we've gone through massive amounts of karmic clearing on the genetic level, on the very basics of the DNA level. And this has really allowed us to integrate the new vibrations, the higher vibrations of our soul, or what I would call our soul pillar that connects us to our space of origin, our soul origin, even our galactic origin, and understanding of who we are and our pure blueprint of life, as well as above and beyond that, our sacred blueprint of our soul, our sacred template of our soul. And so that is healing exponentially through ourselves, not only ourselves, but through our karmic connections, we're going to notice that healing as well. So there will massive amounts of healing coming in our personal relationships. And sometimes that will be a closed door, sometimes that will be an open door, sometimes that will be both. So we will, if we find ourselves challenged in that area when dealing with others, remember, we may have a sacred contract with them to work through those differences and change those differences and heal those differences. But with that higher energy that we are receiving, that is really where we may find ourselves a little bit tired this week or a little bit emotional. That's okay. We're just clearing all of that out, moving through that energy. And so right now we're integrating some of that energy into our physical lives. So this is going to hit us in our very physical grounded area. So we find ourselves challenged in the root chakra, in the area of the root chakra, for example, if we find ourselves financially challenged, or if we find ourselves challenged in anywhere of our home, or feelings of safety, security, or feeling abandoned or feeling abandonment, they're saying, no, this is integrating all of those lower vibrations that kept us connected to that lower belief or what I would call energetic grid, that old energetic grid that is dissolving. Those are coming up. They're like bubbles coming up. Just let them come up and come out. They're releasing. You always have a choice again. You always have free will. So this can mean that you can hold on to this. You can hold on to these lessons and allow these lessons to reoccur over and over if that's what you feel you want. But a lot of times we don't need to do that. We don't need to relearn a lesson that we don't have to if we don't want to. We have much more choice now because of the integration of these higher energies and the choices that we're being allowed, and because of the progression that humanity has made. And I know that many of you feel, oh gosh, how are we as a collective moving forward when I see all these horrible things going on in the world? Listen, it's one person at a time. It's a group of individuals who come in with a higher frequency and a higher purpose and life mission to shift the vibration of the planet one person at a time. And when we come together, as long as we can lay down our differences and our karmic lessons and start working together, we can really change that and make a lot of headway. So, but in the meantime, be patient with yourself and the lower aspects of your humanity that come up, because that's part of being human. You can't escape that. But it is something that you may want to develop a system of balances and checks, if you know what I mean. So moving forward this week, they want us to know that we are always divinely protected. We are wrapped in what I call the silver wings of the star guardians and the wings of the archangels. I mean, we were literally being shielded and protected as we are vulnerable or feeling vulnerable and feeling open, as we're integrating this energy and we're being hit in some of those very, very sensitive areas of our root chakra. And this is going to lead us into a place of spiritually, they're saying we need to trust. Humanity needs to trust. We need to stop struggling, and we need to trust that everything is going to unfold appropriately and for the highest good of each individual and for the highest good of the collective consciousness as well. So we kind of need to let go of that worry and that stress that we may be feeling when we're being hit in our area of our security, and even in our family. We may feel the hit there of not knowing where things are going. So they're saying, just trust, things are moving forward in a greater level. And so moving forward, they're showing me that when we're moving into the end of the week and the next week, we're going to feel so much more centered in our heart space, because that's where we're supposed to be centered. We're supposed to be connecting to that part of ourselves that's seeing from a more compassionate view and is very loving and is not afraid and is not butting up against some of those fears that we may feel in our root chakra. And as those come up and those dissolve, that's going to lead to us being more connected to our heart center and listening to our heart center, and really listening. That will allow us to open up on so many other levels as well. Opening the heart chakra will allow us to connect with our higher divine guidance and allow us to receive those messages from our spirit guides, our angels, our star guardians, and even the elemental realm, and open up and receive those messages. And they're saying you're being asked to step it up. This is a leap of faith. For many people, you may find yourself taking a leap of faith at some point, or confronted with that, a similar energy. And they're saying you really need to listen to this, to your heart, and connect with it. That's going to be important this upcoming week. So I hope you enjoyed this installment of the Vibrational Forecast, and I hope to see you next week. Have a great day.